If this deal's not done with the people representing our nation, by the time I get to office, all hell is going to break out. Thank you very much.
Of a press conference today from Mar-a-Lago. Over 72 minutes, he covered all the big issues, including his plan to rebrand the ocean itself.
Breaking news. Trump wants to make America greater by expanding it? That's right, folks. Our commander-in-chief thought he could just whip out his checkbook and buy Greenland like it was a Trump Tower condo. But hold on to your MAGA hats, because this story gets even wilder. Jimmy Kimmel's got the scoop on Trump's secret Greenland shopping spree, and trust me, it's more ridiculous than his hair on a windy day.
That we might buy or just claim Greenland, which seemed like a joke the first time he floated this idea. But
before we move on, I'd like to ask you a small favor. If you appreciate this content, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Over 98% of you watch the videos without subscribing. It costs you nothing, but it makes a huge difference to us. So, did you click the subscribe button? Great, thank you so much. Now, back to the video. It would appear that our favorite former real estate magnate is once again engaged in the business of real estate. The mere fact that Trump owns a number of hotels and golf courses is no longer sufficient for him to be content. It seems that he is now aiming for something that is a little bit more ambitious, such as an entire nation. In point of fact, the Donald does have a dream of including Greenland in his portfolio, and what an amazing concept that would be.
who even thinks about buying Greenland? Who has thoughts like that? Maybe he wants to buy Greenland so he can put Don Jr. in charge and leave him there forever. You know?
Are you able to recall the time in 2019 when Trump initially proposed this idea? Despite the fact that Denmark essentially instructed him to go hiking, our guy is unable to recognize when it is time to give up. He is currently employing the time-honored tactic known as Let's Buy Greenland, in which he is feigning the fact that it is a foreclosed casino in Atlantic City that he is able to purchase at a reduced price. However, rather than sending his usual team of attorneys dressed in suits to investigate the situation, he has requested that Donald Trump Jr., who is a member of his own family, conduct the investigation.
He isn't just talking about it, he sent his son there to inspect the merchandise.
Guys, we're here in Greenland.
Think about it. As he made his way through the snow, Don Jr. wore his most elegant, outdoorsy attire, which he had purchased from the Mar-a-Lago gift shop. On social media, he has been posting a lot of content, including a tour of Greenland that no one asked for. He has been sharing a lot of content. I want to call everyone's attention to this iceberg. Were you aware that one of their components is water that has been frozen? Please accept my gratitude for the history lesson, Junior. Undoubtedly, the locals are overjoyed to have you explain their country to them in such a foreign language. There is a high probability that Trump is currently sitting in his golden throne at his Florida compound, pondering various ways to improve Greenland in the waiting period. Is it impossible for you to see it? The Trump Tower's nuke property features a putting green that is made up of artificial snow and igloos that have been plated with gold. Possibly the name of the Arctic Ocean could be changed to the Trump Bigly Blue Sea. Not only would it keep him occupied for a period of time, but it would also keep him away from the nuclear codes. The most unfortunate aspect, however, is the manner in which the government of Greenland has responded to the entire circus. In essence, it was a pleasant way of expressing the sentiment, LOL, no. They did so in a polite manner when they reminded Trump that Greenland is not available for purchase. Nevertheless, you are familiar with our Donnie, and he most likely considers that to be merely the initial offer in the course of a negotiation.
If this deal's not done with the people representing our nation, by the time I get to office, all hell is going to break out. Thank you very much.
At the same time that he is busy daydreaming about his shopping spree in Greenland, it seems as though Trump is experiencing a new headache in his own backyard. Our favorite orange tycoon is so incompetent that he can't even keep control of his own resort in Florida. Forget about buying entire nations. Elon Musk, also known as the Meme Lord, has made the discovery that Mar-a-Lago Hotel and Resort has a new tenant. You might be thinking that having a neighbor who is worth $1 billion would be a pleasant experience. However, it appears that Musk is becoming Trump's personal Kramer from the television show Seinfeld.
Appears to be precarious. According to the New York Times, reporter Maggie Haberman says Trump has been complaining about how much Musk has been hanging around his house.
Melania Trump's bedroom is located closer to the cottage that Trump rented than Trump's bedroom, which is only 300 feet away. Let's talk about meals that are awkward for the family. Trump has been expressing his displeasure with Musk's habit of unexpectedly attending meetings, most likely to promote his most recent plans for a Mars colony or some other endeavor. Still, hold on, things are going to get better. The president is preoccupied with his own ingenious plans, while Musk is playing the game of Space Invader. Have he recently had a revelation about the presidency? It was decided to rename the Gulf of Mexico as the Gulf of America.
We're going to be changing the name of the Gulf of Mexico to the Gulf of America.
When all is said and done, what could be a more fitting way to proclaim "Make America Great Again" than by superimposing the name of your country on a body of water?
Of a press conference today from Mar-a-Lago. Over 72 minutes, he covered all the big issues, including his plan to rebrand the ocean itself.
Last week, during a press conference, President Trump made the following statement. It has a beautiful ring that covers a lot of territory.
There's a beautiful ring that covers a lot of territory. The Gulf of America, what a beautiful name.
Yeah.
His fixation on real estate, at least, is consistent throughout his life. Just when you thought Mar-a-Lago couldn't possibly get any stranger, Mark Zuckerberg shows up as a college freshman who is completely lost on his first day of classes. A person named Zucky has been observed loitering at Trump's playground in Florida. It is highly likely that he is attempting to figure out how to bring back the glory of Facebook or something similar. As if Musk and Zuckerberg were competing in some bizarre billionaire beauty pageant for Trump's attention, it would appear that they are doing so. Which candidate will be able to confidently claim the coveted title of Trump's BFF? Is it going to be the individual who colonized our personal information or the one who wants to colonize Mars? Take care to watch out. However, this is the point at which things begin to take an interesting turn. As a result of his trips to Mar-a-Lago, Zuckerberg has been making a number of announcements that are rather convenient. It seems as though Facebook has suddenly changed its policies regarding content, and what about those annoying fact checkers? They are going to be replaced by something called community notes. How democratic he is to be so. It would appear that our favorite real estate tycoon with an orange tint is currently out of things to look for to buy. What are the next steps that Donnie Diapers could take? Perhaps he will make an effort to become well known in the world. Am I able to do that? When viewed from space, the words Trump Luna are displayed in extraordinarily large golden letters. At the very least, it would be funny for the astronauts to laugh at it. On the other hand, Mar-a-Lago is comparable to the reality show The Bachelor for very wealthy people. As they make their way to meet the irritable President Trump, Mark Zuckerberg and Elon Musk are practically stumbling over each other. It is sufficient to raise the question of whether they are quarreling over who will be his best friend or who will be responsible for watching him after he has finished being watched. That's the real deal, folks. Here it is. He has expressed his desire to run for president once more. As he walks, talks, and tweets, he is a full-blown mess. Instead of sending him to Greenland, perhaps we should send him there. In order to treat his addiction to diet soda, I've heard that they have a lot of ice available, not to mention all of the golf courses that he could build on glaciers that are melting away.